I'm here with Monique Powell from Save Ferris.
Well, what you know? I said I want you to know.
I saw that you guys are coming out with your first live recording. What made this decision to do it now?
I really think that there just wasn't a lot of board recordings of Save Ferris that were really good. And so when we played the Santa Monica Pier show, they took this beautiful board recording, and our drummer, Brad, got a hold of it and was like, this is really good. And he did like a preliminary mix on it. And when I heard it, I was like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
So fortunately, we had the interest, and our manager, Ken, put it out on his label. And I'm really happy about it. I feel like it's about time.
And it's coming out in a limited release, right?
Yes, a limited release.
And
yeah.
it's like in different color vinyls, is that correct?
It is, yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome.
really
It sounds
like.
really pretty. Vinyl's making a big comeback right now.
It really is. And I'm really looking into releasing stuff on cassette tape next.
That's actually becoming very popular among the crust punk scene. Yeah. No, I'm so serious. So many.
That makes so much sense
So
to me.
many crust, like hardcore bands out there
Yeah.
are doing cassettes now. It's becoming very big in that genre.
Yeah, let's just say it's a music format I think that never should have died.
Yeah.
To begin with, so I'm glad it's back.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So last year you guys came out with your first musical release in 18 years.
Yeah.
And it was completely funded by your fans through a Pledge Music campaign.
Yeah.
How did it feel to have your fans come through for you like that after such a long hiatus?
I was pleasantly surprised. You take a 10-year hiatus off of music, and I really didn't think anybody would remember who we were. And in doing Warped Tour last summer, and bringing the band back in 2013 and putting this release out last year, I have just been so repeatedly surprised pleasantly with how many people not only never stopped listening to Save Ferris, but how many people have started listening to Save Ferris for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And so I'm just very grateful and so happy that we were able to put something out for everybody. So
That's awesome. Yeah, your fans just adore you. I mean, you're one of the bands today on the bill that are like, oh, Save Ferris. I used to love that band. And it's awesome that you're here and you're playing shows still.
I am so happy to have been given a second chance.
Aww.
I'm just grateful every day, and I just try to stay very present in all of it. And I always say, like, if the fans still want to see us, then we're gonna keep playing. So
For sure.
yeah.
So the ska scene is kind of a big boys club. What
Yeah.
kind of struggles have you faced being female in the scene? I mean, you've paved the way for so many female musicians out there by being strong and beautiful and being the front woman of this band. So what kind of struggles have you faced, just by our gender in this scene?
That's very sweet of you to say that. I'll be honest, it wasn't easy. I really didn't have the full support of my community, of the Orange County ska scene. There weren't a lot of bands that really supported the progress and success of Save Ferris. And even to this day, I'm still experiencing a little bit of backlash. But it's not really anything I can control. And that's really beside the point. Like in the 90s, I was different and I looked different. I didn't have a choice. I had to figure it out, you know? And that's when I came up with the character that is on stage that's also a big part of me. She's a woman now, or a girl, that really likes herself, which I do now. And she came from the act as if idea when I was in my early 20s.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was sort of like, you know what, I'm insecure and a lot of people are judging me based on the fact that I'm a size 12, but I'm going to act as if I'm a girl who really likes myself until I really like myself. So I did.
That's so inspirational for so many women out there, because as women, you know, we just do that to ourselves. We tear ourselves apart, and then other people tear us apart. And especially now with the invention of social media, it's a whole nother level of that. And for you to send that message, again, it just continues to inspire other girls out there.
Thank you.
So that's awesome.
And that is, it just makes my job that much more important for me personally, because I just want to sing. That's always been my thing. Like, since I was 11 years old, I just want to sing and make people happy. That's all I want to do, and I want everybody to like me. And that's it. And I do whatever I need to do to be able to sing. But I didn't think that anybody else would be interested in what I had to sing or what I had to say. I didn't think that anybody would really care about my process. And in amidst it all, you know, beautiful things have happened, and there's also been a struggle. When I brought the band back in 2013, there wasn't a lot of support for me, singularly doing this by myself.
And then the legal battles too must have been extremely stressful.
It was, and it definitely wasn't in the plan. It really wasn't what I ever wanted. But again, I was blessed with a situation in which I had no choice but to just do the best that I could with it. And, you know, it sucks when you're given these struggles in life, but
it makes you stronger.
In hindsight, they really were a gift, because now I understand the bigger picture, and it's worth so much more to me. And I, you know what to fight for, and I know how hard to fight. And all of this means so much more to me now than it ever did. And I take none of it for granted.
That's awesome.
None of it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I saw on your Instagram that Oscar award-winning actor Gary Oldman was the officiant at your wedding. How did that come about?
It's funny, I've kept it quiet all these years, but then he wins an Oscar and I'm like, Gary, I need you to know how much we love you.
Yeah.
We've really been rooting for him for years. He's just a dear, dear friend of ours. We had him and his wife over for dinner a few weeks ago. He's just a friend, but everything sort of changes. Like, he's just your friend, but then they win an Oscar, and all of a sudden it's like, I need to buy new china when they come for dinner, because now he's an Oscar winner.
Totally.
But yeah, no, he's just a dear friend, and God bless him.
So many of my friends, we watched the Oscars, and when his category came up, just because of the roles that he played for punk, you know, it made it so it was like,
well, listen,
you know,
we've been rooting for him for years. He was, before I even met him, he was my favorite actor. You know, and so the fact that I get to say that I know him is really such a treat.
That's awesome.
You know, but I'd love him even if he, you know, like I said in my Instagram post, I'd love him even if he wasn't an actor or an Oscar award winner or whatever. He's just a lovely, genuine person.
For sure, for sure. So I know that you're probably friends with most of the bands here this weekend, but what are the top 2, 3 you're most excited to see, and why? I know it's hard to say, you know, but just like, what are the ones?
I know. They're all my friends.
Yes.
But like Dickie from the Bosstones and Angelo and I have been like texting each other all week because we're very excited about seeing each other's bands play. Although I don't know if Dickie's going to be able to see us play because he plays today and we play tomorrow. But Fishbone is playing right after we play tomorrow. So
I'm excited for that one too with the original lineup.
Oh my God. I got to see them in the original lineup.
Did
do
you?
A very small show a couple months ago, and it was profound.
That's awesome.
That is all I can say is get ready.
I'm so excited. I've never seen them, so I'm really excited.
It's so good.
This festival is amazing. They did such a good job putting this on, and it's really cool to see a ska festival in Southern California where so many of these bands started.
It's incredible. I was just reminiscing about 1995 when I first started doing this, and we were playing coffee shops, and I never imagined that all of this would be happening.
It's amazing.
So I'm very grateful to John Reese for, you know, making this happen for all of us. and
For
making
sure.
us feel like, you know, that stuff we did when we were teenagers really mattered to someone. So
It does matter. It matters to a lot of people, myself included. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I'm so excited to see you play again tomorrow.
Likewise.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. Hey, I'm Monique from Ferris, and you're watching Last Rockers TV.
Oh,